Kathy, hello, you made it. I'm so happy to chat with you. We're going to talk about affiliate marketing with YouTube and also maybe a little off of YouTube, but without being super salesy all the time and just kind of in a way that just integrates into our content and our personal brands and the businesses that we're building. So, welcome, Kathy. How about if you give a brief intro into who you are, your content, the YouTube channel that you have, and the type of content you create?
Absolutely. I'm Kathy Hester. I've written like 10 traditionally published cookbooks. I've got some ebooks now. I have two blogs. I do YouTube channel. I'm also do a lot of live video. And what I really do is have created this really wonderful, warm community of plant-based eaters. So that's what I'm most proud of.
Plant-based eaters. Okay, cool. So, when did you start? You've been in the content creation game for a long time, I feel like.
I think 29 is when I started healthyslowcooking.com, which is my first blog. Plant Based Instant Pot is my second blog. But all my food is vegan. Whole food plant based is a term some people may not recognize. So, plant based gets co opted a lot by even the beef industry. And if you eat beef, I don't care. Just you guys know, don't like go, oh, she's a vegan. She's one of the mean ones. No, 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 no. There's three mean vegans. They make a schedule. Someone says something mean 24 hours a day. I'm not on that team. So just be where you are. But whole food plant-based eating is about eating healthy and eating mostly whole foods and plant-based foods, right? And I have a little bit different perspective because I do all the options. So I'm like queen of the options. So I do in my recipes, they can be gluten free, soy free, nut free, salt free, sugar free, like, and I do that on the fly. And then I'm also known as the appliance whisperer.
Ooh, the appliance whisperer. Can you explain what that means or like in the context of how you're using it?
Sure. Basically, there are other people who have bigger YouTube channels and bigger audiences than I do who actually, when they get a kitchen appliance, call me and ask me to demo it for them. Or they'll be like, hey, I'm going to. So they give my name to a lot of different new appliances as well. So Chef AJ, who's really well known, actually called me so I would Zoom with her and show her how to use her Ninja Creamy.
Mm.
And I kind of introduced it into the plant-based community. So that's
Okay.
one way. But my books, I have instant pot books, slow cooker books, air fryer books. I have regular recipe books. I've probably written over 1,000 recipes easy.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And so on your YouTube channel, before we get talking about affiliate marketing, I just want to bring up your channel because you do I'm like trying to do 18 things at the same time here. Okay. So here's Kathy's YouTube channel and you can get there by going to youtube.com/, it's Kathy Hester Vegan Recipes.
I'm
Um,
pretty sure if you look up my name right now, it comes up first too. So
right.
that's
Yeah.
helpful.
Things are like still a little wonky with YouTube's handles, URL situations. But so you have regular YouTube videos, you're also doing shorts, and then you also do these live streams as well with like a whole multicam setup situation, right?
Yeah, I do. Like, I've been experimenting the past month with a new four camera setup. So I have a normal front facing, and I have like big girl cameras, like a Sony 7R2. And then I have the Sony, I think it's the V10, the one that you can change the lenses. It's fairly new to me as
Mm,
my overhead. I'm using an Elgato face cam as kind of like this very low, almost chest level, which seems
mm-hmm.
weird, but then I have stuff that I'm chopping and I'm doing, because there's a door over here and I have a little garden on this like ledge. And so I've been getting my iPhone and connecting it so they get to see me with kind of like herbs behind me and stuff a little bit.
That's awesome. That sounds so complicated to me. I'm just
And
here
it's,
with a camera and a microphone, and that's it.
I think, and it's not because like I think you and I both use Ecamm, and I'm a huge Ecamm proponent. I've been using it since you paid once. So, and
Mm-hmm.
now I have the Pro, and but like there's certain things that I decide. I have the Elgato pedal, which I'm not using. I just have my mouse, and people see me clicking the little film strips to change the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super casual anyhow, so I
Right.
think it works well.
Mm-hmm.
With that phone, I use NDI HX app. I think I did that before Max updated, so I haven't tried the new. Maybe it works by itself. But then, like, because I do cooking classes twice a month, so if I wanted to show the sink or the stove, I can just move that over there too because it's wireless.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That is so cool. Your whole tech setup is just so cool. Um, so before we dive in, I want to I played around with some graphics here. I have a 5-day challenge coming up on June
Ooh.
12th. Revive your slow growing YouTube channel and 10x your YouTube revenue in 2023. And one of the ways that we talk about earning revenue as a video creator or as any kind of content creator inside Thriving Creator Society, one way is with affiliate marketing. It's one revenue stream. And I am so excited to dive in and chat with you about how you're using affiliate marketing without being super salesy and integrating it into your regular YouTube content and then beyond. So let's dive into that. Can you maybe talk a little bit about how you think of, because you have multiple revenue streams, you have books, you have lots of things. So when it comes to just affiliate marketing, how do you think about that as you're creating your content, or how do you integrate it into your like video content plan?
I'm really experimenting, especially on YouTube, because I've gone a little more like full force into YouTube more recently as far as thinking of that. So I do have stuff in my descriptions, and so like I get super hyper focused on stuff. So like that's why I do so well at getting, I tell everybody everything about the Ninja Creamy. Or I was looking for a milk maker, I was looking for reviews, and they were all crappy. And so a milk maker actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you want one?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're the one that I wanted." And I said, "Look, I'm probably going to do reviews on multiple milk makers." And they're like, "That's great because the others aren't good." And I was like, "Yes, you are my people." And thank goodness it is my favorite large milk maker. Not because of that, but because it worked better and does what I want. But everybody thinks that, and I wish I had a dollar. I wish I could affiliate market when someone said, "What's your favorite thing?" So I know what I should get, because it's not the same, right? Like I use Sony cameras. Someone else is going to be like, "Sony cameras are horrible." I use Max. Someone else, right? So it's the same thing with anything. There's the thing and its opposite. So there's small milk makers, big milk makers. And I think I have 8 or 9. Like, thank goodness the one that's $500, they sent me one. I got, so some I buy, some I don't buy. I tell them, and then I try the things. I make YouTube videos, right? So I'm like, this is how it's different to make oat milk in the Nutrimel versus making it in the Arc Mira. So I get content videos. I'm giving information out. The products that I like. So I'm being helpful, because if someone says, "Well, should I get the Nutter?" Well, and I have a couple of questions for you. How big's your family? How often do you want to make? Do you want to make milk every day? If you do, this could be for you. And so I also try to integrate this stuff into like my blogs as well. And I have like a YouTube video where I talk about comparing them. I have so I can keep updating this post as well. And so
Mm.
if I'm on a hot topic, I tend to put those on all my videos. what I'm wondering right now, and Meredith, you probably have done more research in this, is how often do people really click to read that whole description?
I don't
And
know.
because, and we can talk about this later, that's one of the things I was curious about trying Fourth Wall that we can talk about later, which is not necessarily, it's not an affiliate marketing thing. It's like a little store, but it shows pictures underneath the description, so no one needs to click anything. But I will say I've sold quite a lot of Mia mats, and it's just fun. It's not me going, "Hey, you need to buy Mia mat because I think it's cool and it says this and this and this." What I say is, what in Canada, milk makers are like literally twice as expensive, even counting for currency change.
Mm.
So something that costs me $200 is $500 for them. Do I think it's worth $500? No. So let's find a cheaper alternative that will work for you. And so I kind of look at, I don't look at it as much as affiliate marketing as how can I help my people? And yes, I will put my affiliate links in there.
Mm-hmm. I love
If that
I
makes
love the
sense.
way you just said that because I come across people on TikTok mostly who are like somehow I got into this affiliate marketing like algorithm on TikTok where
Mm-hmm.
it's not what you just described, which is I create helpful content and then link to the stuff I'm talking about and get a commission basically. What they're talking about is you go find affiliate products that maybe have a high maybe it's a high ticket item or it has a high commission, and then you create a whole like content thing, a profile or a TikTok account or Instagram account or YouTube account around that one thing, and you just like go hard with that one thing. It's not necessarily, it could be like mattresses or something. It's like not necessarily like, oh, I am passionate about helping people get good sleep, and so I'm going to create content around that, and then I can use affiliate marketing to generate some revenue. It's like, oh, mattresses have a high commission, so suddenly I'm a mattress expert, um, and then they'll set up other like profiles for other products. So, and to me that seems, it's like I'm sure that's one way of being successful if that's what you want to do. But for me and what you just described, it's a lot more fun to have an audience in mind of like, these are the people that I help. These are the people that like, these are the people I want to hang out with online or offline. So that's the content that I'm going to create. And then affiliate marketing is um, just one of the revenue streams that it's kind of like, yeah, if you click my link and buy, then that's great. And if not, that's fine too. Right?
Right. And the thing is I think one thing that Google has right is this whole like know and trust factor. What is it now? EEAT. So it's not like know and trust anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the thing is because people know me, they're hanging out with me. And so just like if I was hanging out with you and you're like, I just got this new mic and it's awesome and this is why, but maybe you don't need it because you wear wireless mics, right? So you would
Mm-hmm.
tell me the truth.
Exactly.
And so I think that presenting that, although you saying that about the TikTok affiliate marketing, I'm like, I have a TikTok. My TikTok isn't so great, and I'm not getting a lot of traction because I started years ago, stopped, started again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super helpful with algorithms. I'm being sarcastic for anyone who can't tell. So it almost is like, ooh, I could start a vegan ninja creamy TikTok, and that could be really great. It would still be great for me because still giving really good informative information, right? So I'm still giving what I want to give. If it gets people to buy my Ninja Creamy products or the actual Ninja Creamy, I don't I don't really care as much
Mm-hmm.
as it could be helpful too for me to get my name out because I've been doing some SEO research and like Kathy Hester Ninja Creamy is a keyword that's out there, not just in my search console,
Right.
if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Totally. Yeah. And I'm like scrolling your YouTube channel as we're talking. But to give a really good
I should have cleaned
example,
it up.
no,
I feel
no,
like
it's
you're going
good.
into my dirty bedroom.
No. So, like, to give a good example of, maybe I can, well, I'll try and share this screen, but I have to wait for the ads to get out of the way. But a really good example of integrating affiliate marketing into your YouTube content without being salesy and without being like just showing up with a sales pitch for a product here and there would be something like, let me share this. So you have this video that is making Oatly, copycat Oatly, oat milk. So you're show. So if I'm searching for that, I'm like, I want to make my own Oatly. It's really expensive. Oatly
Yes.
barista edition, that's what I buy. It's one of my splurges at the grocery store. It's really good, but it's really expensive. So if I'm like looking for an alternative or I want to make my own and I find your video, which is not about the products, it's not about the machine that you're using, it's about making the Oatly. But if I want to follow your process, you make it really easy by giving me the links to the machine that you're using and all of that stuff. So then you get a commission, a kickback, I don't know, a referral, however you want to call it. Right? So just for
Right. I
anyone
get like,
watching who is like, I don't know how to put all this together. What are we talking about here? This is the kind of thing that we're talking about where you're creating useful, helpful content. And then I'm wondering as the viewer, well, okay, well, where do I get all these things? Oh, you made it really easy by making links where I can click to them.
exactly. Exactly. And I will, even during that video, I talk about who the almond cow is for and who it isn't because you can't make soy milk in the almond cow. So like I'm super nerdy. And so I like to know all the things. And so the almond cow is also, if people are like, ew, I don't want to strain milk, that's so gross. Well, the almond cow is a great choice because it self strains, right? So
Mm,
I'm giving them all that information and I'm still talking about, well, if you wanted something that does this and has heat, so, and you might think, well, maybe I don't know 8,000 different things. Well, I didn't get a milk maker until like what, 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. So I didn't know anything about any of them. And then I just made stuff in them. So
mm-hmm.
I think having like a good keyword in, like for like Oatly or something, but then I do try to put in the product name because people are searching for those too. And you
Mm-hmm.
may have better advice for me about titles than I do, but I'm kind of making the titles and I have vidIQ and I have TubeBuddy. So I let vidIQ like jazz it a little bit. It's like
Yeah,
I'll be like, I want this.
vidIQ has the like the AI, like you put in your title and then you can just like hit the magic AI button and it will give you some jazzed up options thanks to AI. It's cool that they have that integrated right into it there. All right, cool. So let's talk about, you mentioned something called fourth wall. What
Yes.
is fourth wall? Because I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I also do some stuff with Doc Rock, who does a lot with Ecamm. So I'm in
Mm-hmm.
his group.
Mm-hmm.
So someone in there mentioned fourth wall 2 weeks ago. And I wanted to see because I have an ebook and I was just curious if I could sell ebooks through it. Because also for other people who want to create an ebook, it costs money unless you have ConvertKit, right? You can sell something through ConvertKit. You can sell something. I use ThriveCart, but other people have to buy Sendow, so you're spending extra money. They take 3%. if you sell something, plus the whatever 3% plus what 15 cents from the different processors. So Fourth Wall does digital downloads. It also is a print on demand, not for books, but for t-shirts and things. And actually, I didn't bring up any of my t-shirts. So I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
I can have t-shirts. So like I made one that says, it's got a cute little emoji ice cream cone. It's like vegan ice cream, a scoop of kindness. And so, and then I got another one that's like, um, keep calm and spin on with another little guy that's embroidered on. So there were a whole bunch of different t-shirts, some blank books. There's more stuff than I will ever do. I think you can do a swimsuit.
Oh.
But those are the ones I have. So you actually can see some of the t-shirts that I have up now.
So this fourth wall is on all of your videos? You don't just like select which videos it goes on or something?
You can do two different ways. So when you go into YouTube and you set up your shop after you've connected the two, because I just found out about that. So you can make it show just what you want on individual videos. But I'm running a big sale on that book and it's ice cream season. So I would like it to be everywhere.
Right.
And
Okay.
for I've done, and right now the book is $11.99 instead of $16.99. It's the only whole food plant based book in existence for the Ninja Creamy. I sell a lot through ThriveCard. I also have it on Kindle, KDP, and
Mm.
Kindle Unlimited. But I've sold like 8 or 9 copies just for by doing nothing, not saying look below, nothing. And for
Okay.
the cool thing about Fourth Wall too, there are two things. It doesn't pay you through PayPal, so you don't get that extra fee taken out.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a mobile app, and they let you send a little thank you video to anyone who buys.
Oh, that's cool.
And that really fits in with my brand because I'm like all up in everybody's business. So when someone comes on a live and let's say I'm making corn ice cream, I'll be like, oh, it's Marilyn. Marilyn, you're allergic to corn. Here's what you could use instead. You know, so I love the idea that I get to kind of draw them in my sphere a little bit. And I
Mm-hmm.
ordered some of the t-shirts before I put them up. And there's so many choices. It was very hard. I know. And I just did the designs on Canva. And they're the Canva t-shirt designs. And I
Mm-hmm.
read the stuff. You can sell it. You just have to change the words or
Right.
something. And so
That's cute.
is that not the most adorable
You
thing? So
you
like
should
sometimes,
do a t-shirt that's like something because you introduced yourself as like I'm vegan, but like I'm one of the nice ones. And you're not the first person who has introduced themselves to me in that way. Like every person I meet that's plant-based or vegan is like, but I'm one of the nice ones. You should have a t-shirt that's just like, but I'm one of the
ooh,
nice ones.
I like that.
Because then it
I
would
mean,
make people ask what you're one of the nice ones what, and then you could be like, oh, I have this, I'm vegan and the creamy, and like you can start talking about all the things that you like talking about.
well, it's so funny because a lot of times if you say the word vegan, people assume that you're attacking them. Like, and it's like, I don't know you. I don't care what you do. You know,
Right.
I'm happy to help if you have questions, but you do you, I'll do me, and we all live in this world happily.
Yeah, I
And
love it.
the Fourth Wall store took, including making the t-shirts, took me maybe 2 hours. And so I have links to my Thrive cart. I have links to some other stuff. The only thing that I am slightly unhappy with is not Fourth Wall's fault. YouTube, when the store comes over, they pull in all the different shirt sizes because they go different prices once you get, they pull them in as different products. So I just took
Mm-hmm.
them off because you click on one, it takes you to the page where you pick the size anyhow.
Right.
And that one I'm waiting on. I'm not sure if I've made that too light or not. So I also talk a lot about kindness and being good to yourself and things like that. And so over the pandemic, people called me Kindness Kathy, which I thought was kind of hilarious. Um, but so I thought maybe some kindness t-shirts. So in addition to affiliate marketing, so I'm looking at this and see, and you know what? Maybe no one will buy a t-shirt, and maybe this is as far as I will go with it. But for an hour and a half experiment that cost me $0,
Mm-hmm.
that's great. And then if nothing else, I have these cool t-shirts advertising the stuff that I'm doing that I'm going to start wearing in my lives
Yes.
as well.
Yeah. And you bring up a really great point too, because I created some t-shirts last year and we're like way off track of affiliate marketing now, but that's okay. I created some t-shirts last year because I had these ideas in my head and I was like, I would wear that. And most of the time when I see t-shirts that other creators have created, I'm like, that's cool, but I wouldn't wear it. So I'm not going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I started thinking like, what would I wear? And I created some designs like for myself. And I thought, oh, I'll put these in a store. And I used, who do I use to print my t-shirts? It's a print on
Is it
demand.
Teespring?
It's not Teespring because I ordered some from Teespring to test them out and I didn't like them. I didn't like the print. Who do I even use? Now I can't remember. Oh, it's Bonfire. And so that integrates with the channel so that you have a bar down there. And one person ordered two things and he was a friend of mine. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I created t-shirts for myself to wear, which is totally fine. No one else wants to buy them. I'm cool with that. But so I took it down because I was like, no one's buying this. So I'm curious. I wonder how Fourth Wall is different, or I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check it out.
That I don't know because I haven't really used another one. But as soon as it was like they did digital downloads, they didn't charge a fee because it looked like when Doc was telling me about some other stuff, he was really talking about Shopify. I'm like, I pay enough monthly fees. I do not want to pay a monthly fee for a store.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I can't imagine this happening, but if I start selling $500 worth of t-shirts or something like that, then that would be a choice. But if I don't know. That's why I liked it. And they are pretty new. And I actually was on Discord like 2 days after I started my store. They actually did this whole Discord series live where you could do question and answers. And I will say the one thing that was awesome, my upload actually corrupted. So I sold 2 copies and I was trying to figure out, I went into the Discord and I was like, how do I get customer service? Because someone's telling me something didn't happen. And it wasn't even long before someone actually contacted me from customer service, not seeing that, saying, hey, we've got a couple of customer complaints. Let's see if we can fix this. And so there's front-facing customer service and creator-facing customer service, which is separate.
Gotcha. All right, cool. All right, so that's Fourth Wall. You mentioned to me also before we went live, you mentioned the A word, Amazon. And when it comes to affiliate marketing, I feel like that's where my brain usually goes, is like, oh, Amazon. Even though there are lots of other, platforms where you can find products and brands to affiliate for. But Amazon has been doing some very, very interesting things with creators over the last couple of years, but also more recently. So you want to talk a little bit about what are you doing with Amazon and the different things that's going on over there?
Absolutely. So, of course, I have an Amazon Associates account, which is kind of what everybody has. And before the pandemic, I was doing really well. Remember? And then they cut what they cut them in half, the affiliate payouts.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, it's been a little bit harder go. Although sometimes, like with the milk makers, Archmira, which is a total no-name small milk maker that's amazing. So I've been putting that out and selling a lot of those because I'm like, The Nutter is $200. This is on sale for $89 and it's better. So I feel good again about going, okay, it's on sale again. If you've been thinking about it, maybe you should do it. Um, and those times maybe I see a couple of bumps. And I do use some of those links like in my YouTube descriptions. Something like Neomat has an affiliate program, and I
Mm-hmm.
make like $20, I think, when I sell a Neomat, which is more than if I would have sold it on Amazon. Because I found, and most food bloggers find, that people will buy things on Amazon or they'll look up the Neomat and go look it up on Amazon. So
Mm-hmm.
I often, and I do this with the Ninja Creamy too, I give both links. So if they don't want to buy on the Ninja Kitchen site, they can still go to Amazon and I'll get something. I'll get some
Right.
pittance, right?
Right.
Then they have the Amazon influencer program. And so some people I went to that first, and you have to have an associate account to get an influencer account. And then basically, to me, it looks like pin boards. You can like make these pin boards, and I know they have real names and I don't know what they are, but basically I would do it for my classes. And so if I did a Thai cooking class, then I would go ahead and put all the odd ingredients that people would be looking for. So
Mm-hmm.
either they can go to an Asian market, pull that up on their phone and look and get the brands,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I didn't do it to just make them buy things. It's still a helpful list. And like
Right.
on Black Friday and stuff like that, I'll start a Black Friday list that I'll throw things up. The cool thing about the Amazon influencer links, because it goes to a place that says you're at Amazon, this person gets affiliates, you can put those in your email. You
Right.
cannot put Amazon associate links in your email or you could get kicked out of the program.
Mm-hmm.
And that means any place you can't really put an Amazon link, you can put an Amazon influencer link.
Right. So you can link to a whole like a list. Like you create a list, kind of like anyone can create like a wish list on Amazon. If you're in the influencer program, you're basically creating a wish list of products and that you link to. And because like you said, you have to be careful about linking. You can't link to a regular Amazon affiliate link from an email, but you can link to your influencer list from an email. And so, and you're what's the word? Curating. You're curating the stuff that you're talking about, or like you said with ingredients. Um, where do I find all those things? Well, go to my list, and there you go. They're like all right there. All right, so let me. Okay, good. You sent me a link to
Yeah,
your
I'm trying
shop.
to find, because I have a place that has a video too, and I'm
Right.
looking for that. That's why although it might show up, there's too
There's
many of the,
there's all lists, idea lists, and then there's photos, and then there's videos.
yes. And what happens, and it may have gotten, maybe it's not there anymore. I was one of the first to get a Ninja Creamy Deluxe. It may be on, is it on page 4 now? That made me sad. I don't see it. So I'll have to look and see if there's somewhere else. But basically, what happens, so I can upload videos.
Mm-hmm.
So that they're in the influencer program. So I can make the store, I can upload videos, and I can upload videos and tag products. So when the Ninja Creamy Deluxe came out, that's why I went to look, and it may be a new listing because they actually they were out of stock. But I was the first person to have a video up. So when people are looking at the Ninja Creamy and then they keep coming down to look at videos, then they would see me. If they click on my video, watch it, and click through my link, that's my affiliate sale.
Right.
Now, difference with the influencer versus the associate right now is if they bought $8,000 worth of home, I don't know, barbecue stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I would only get money on the Ninja Creamy when they click through my video. When they click through the influencer account, it's a little different. And I know at least for the videos, it's unclear, and people have been talking about with the store.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did here, and you can see real clearly, is I took a YouTube video. I had my wife Cheryl. I didn't edit it. I had my wife Cheryl edit it. And like there are things like you can't mention the prices.
Mm.
You know, you can't tag it on everything. And so there's some things that you have to upload, I think, 3 videos and get approved. So it takes a little while. I think
Mm-hmm.
it took over a month
Yeah.
for me to get approved 4 videos.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I'm hoping to do this week is, and I'm so sorry, my dog is like, I don't know if you can hear him.
Just a little
Um,
bit. That's fine.
okay, is I want to get some Ninja Creamy Brie stuff up because that just came out this past month,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So it helps to be, usually it helps to be the first. Now I'm trying to decide if it does, if it's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
um, so that's one thing. And then there's a whole other thing, which really kind of, it's a Amazon live streams.
Right. Tell me
And with
about that.
Amazon,
Because I haven't done that.
well, and now Ecamm has a way to integrate with it, but I have not used it yet, which is awesome because I find for me, since I try to live stream at least once a week, either with a guest or just whatever. Like yesterday, I took a walk with my friend Faith. I'm sweaty. I'm all red. And I was showing her how to use the Ninja Creamy. So I'm like, let's do a live. And I just went live and we all hung out and made that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be a little more prepared. You have to think about it. You have to use the Amazon Live app
Right.
to pull your products, and it's on a carousel. And I got dinged because you're supposed to select them from the carousel as you're talking about them.
Oh, okay. So you
And
you
I,
if you did a live where you were like, I'm gonna we're gonna make copycat Oatly, and you put all of the stuff in there that has to do with what you're talking about on the live. So like the this machine, that machine, this ingredient, that ingredient, this container or whatever. And then you're going to do a live. This is just as an example. So you would do a live where you're talking about making the copycat Oatly, but as you're talking about that, you're talking about this product. We're going to put it in this machine, blah, blah, blah. And this is what it is. And people can go click on that and go be like, oh, I want to buy that. They're going to click on it from your live. And then you get a commission, right?
right, exactly. And some people say they're like making bank. I'm trying to see, I didn't even think about doing this, but I'm trying to see how I can find myself over there. It's been a while since I've done it, but if I can find it in a minute, I'll put it up there. But literally, if you go on Amazon.com, you can see somebody doing it right now all the time. So if you go to
Mm-hmm.
Amazon at the top, there's live streams. And when you click on live streams, you'll see who's going live now, and you'll see that carousel at the bottom if you want to show it.
I'm
Um,
trying to find. I don't have any live streams showing up
Really,
on
for me
my.
on the menu, it's clinic, same day service, Amazon Basics, today's deals, bestsellers, live streams, and customer service.
I have clinic. Oh, I just found it. Okay, I just had to make
Okay.
my thing bigger. All right, let me share this. Okay, so this
Okay.
is basically Amazon.com/live. If anyone wanted to go there, they could check this out. So it's kind of like Home Shopping Network on Amazon.
Yes. And if you scroll down too, you can see older live streams and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, it can be really good. There's a lot of people who've done it consistently, just like doing YouTube or blogging or live streams. The more you do it, the more consistent you are. I think the more it happens. I
Mm-hmm.
had really put off doing it. I think I did it 2 years ago, or maybe I did it last year. a product wanted me to do some stuff for them and they really didn't want to pay me much at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I had been putting off learning it. So what I decided, and I do this a lot, if there's something I'm putting off, I'll be like, I will give you this cheap, but I'm going to learn this thing and practice on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's like, if I said, I will give you $20 to sign up for your Amazon Live account, you'd be like, okay,
Right.
right?
Yeah. So this example that I have pulled up here is a replay of a live that these people did. I have no idea who they are. I'm not promoting them. So I have no idea. I just clicked on one. So they're talking about a specific product and they have it highlighted down here. $65 Herbivore Botanicals Brightening Serum. Wow. I wonder what that does for $65. But so they're talking about it and it's highlighted. And if I were to click that and buy it based on what they said, then they would get a commission. But it doesn't cost the customer anything extra. It's just there. It's just like shopping on Amazon. It's just that you did it from a live stream, basically.
Exactly.
Awesome. This is so cool. And I keep thinking I should do an Amazon Live and figure that out. And I haven't done it. Because I'm usually like, I don't know what I would talk about on a live to where I need, like, I could talk about my camera, lighting, microphone, but like I need to use those things to go live. So, how do you?
So how I see other live streamers who do what you do talking about it, like, and there's actually a whole bunch of people in the Ecamm fam who do that, is they're usually unboxing or they'll switch out a mic for a different mic if you want to talk about that mic, or a mic specific. I can still see it. You can hold up the box to show the other stuff, right? But like with cameras and stuff, you would have to switch something out. Maybe that would be the time. I'm sure you have tons of other cameras, but if someone else didn't have another camera, that's a great time to try and use your iPhone.
Yeah.
And if you know.
I love that. All right. I have to wrap this up and go fetch my kids from school and all that fun stuff. So, if you were going to give anyone advice who is a YouTube creator who wants to generate some revenue from affiliate marketing and you haven't done it yet and you don't know where to start, what would you say? What would you tell that person? Like where would they start to like wrap their head around how they could make this work for them?
Well, I think the first step is get an Amazon associate account, because even if you don't use it that much, you need it for a lot of other things, and it's always a good thing to have. I think that, I'm trying to think, people are going to tend to shop at Amazon over other brands like Neomat and things like that. So don't be shy about giving them these other options, but if you can give them a reason, like most of those affiliate programs will give you like $10 off if you shop through my link, which may pay for shipping. The other thing, the main thing over all of it is, what does your audience want? What do they need? What can you help them with? What's your knowledge? Like, I don't know anything about what probiotic pill to take. Right. So I'm going to go to somebody's and find out, right? And I think YouTube is such an amazing place to really go and search for all that. I don't know about you, Meredith, but like literally Cheryl was asking me a question and I was like, well, you need to go look it up on YouTube, right? So you can see them do it.
I was just looking up on YouTube how to set up our live stream like this. With me here and you there and a graphic down below and our names here. And I spent like 2 hours getting it all set up. Thanks to
that's
YouTube.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I mean, that's the whole thing. And the reason it can be frustrating as a creator that everybody wants to buy things on Amazon, but then when you look into your soul and you see how much you buy on Amazon, you have to just take a deep breath about it, right? But just find one thing that you really believe in. And I think the thing is if you're starting to do affiliate marketing, don't just pick like something you think will be easy to sell. Like, ooh, look, I have this, it, don't make it any balsamic. Make it this maple balsamic. I always
Yeah.
have show and tell around. And
Mm-hmm.
then go, you know what? I put sausage spices in pancakes, make little appetizers, and put maple balsamic on them.
Mm-hmm.
That is a much more intriguing reason to go get it instead of, oh, look, I got a bunch of these balsamic vinegars. And they're like, I don't know what to do with that.
Right. I love that because that's one of my all-time favorite well, it sort of relates to my all-time favorite tip for affiliate marketing on YouTube is when you're showing something and you can say, this is the specific one I'm using. I will link to this one in the description. It's not like, oh, I'll add balsamic vinegar to my grocery list. No, go get this one. This is the one I'm using. This is the best one. I mean, if that's true, if it is true that you're like, no, this is superior, so go buy this one. When if you're just putting links in your description but not talking about the things, like no one has any reason to go open up your description, which is something you mentioned earlier on, like who actually does that. But when you're like, this is what I'm using, there's a direct link to this exact one down in the description, then people I think are more inclined, if they were going to buy it or if they really wanted it, like you're not like twisting their arm, but if they really wanted it, you're telling them go get it now. There's the link. You made it really easy for them to just go grab it, and it's your affiliate link.
And if you're really helpful, people have come and emailed me or put in messages. I'm finally going to get X. Can you give me your affiliate link?
Yes.
And you do need to educate your audience that affiliate doesn't mean you're getting some kind of special commission or they're paying more. Most of us know, but sometimes the masses don't know.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kathy, for being here and spilling the beans about affiliate marketing and other stuff beyond. For anyone watching, I am running a 5-day challenge starting June 12th. Revive your slow growing YouTube channel. That's the nice way of saying get your stagnant channel back up and running if it's not moving. And we'll also be talking about ways to 10x your YouTube revenue in 2023. Because once your channel gets moving and grooving, then your revenue streams can open up for you as well. And we'll be talking about affiliate marketing a little bit on that challenge. And so June 12th, there's the link to it somewhere around this video, depending on where you're watching it, or you can go to vidpromom.com/challenge. And I hope to see you all there. Kathy, thanks for being here, and we'll talk soon.
Oh, okay, thanks so much.
Okay, I think we're done.